Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Corrine Carpino, and with me today is Lori Williams and Terry Jones. And this month in Explore Mixed Media, we're going to explore texture, fiber, and dimension, and building dimension off of our substrate. So we're going to be using texture paste this month, and fabrics and threads and natural materials. And the concept is that, we'll create relief, shadows, and tactical contrast. So today we're going to focus on building texture without bulk, using modeling paste, crumpled tissue paper, lightweight fabric scraps, and string if we have it. So that's where I'm going to go with this. Ladies, do you have anything to add?
Nope, I brought all the things.
I brought all the things too. I'll go down and show you. I have
Okay.
lots
And I'm
of
going to,
different things.
great. I'm going to go down too.
So I brought lots of different kinds of natural papers and tissue papers in different colors. And Lori, I think you gave me this piece and all sorts of different threads and bunches of different weird material. So I'm going to have fun.
Okay, well, I have lots of material scraps too. And I have, just like you, I've got a bunch of little pieces of tissue paper out of my scrap bag of tissue paper. I've got other fabrics, gauze, burlap. I've got some lace, um, got some modeling paste. I also have some medium to attach my fabric with, and I have some stencils. So, Lori?
Yeah, so I brought some stencils, I brought my modeling paste, I brought my matte gel, I brought some ribbon and some gauzy type paper, some mulberry paper, some fabric, some gauze, string.
All right.
Yeah, I brought a lot to see where this goes. Oh, I also brought some small stencils in case I want to have some intention in there, like some of these little floral in there on top.
Mm-hmm.
That gets incorporated or not.
Okay, cool. So these are a couple I played with yesterday.
They're so nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you. And so I used different fabrics and the modeling paste and tissue paper in different colors. Some of this fabric I actually painted myself on the gel plate a while back. So let's get started and just see where it goes. We're not going to have any intentional outcome, but to create a textured collage.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start by putting a background piece down because that kind of helps me get rid of the blank page and get going. And I'm going to use some acrylic medium. Or actually, I could use modeling paste, huh? Kind of start to build that.
I had unintentional strings in my pieces of paper. So I'm going to do the same kind of thing, but I was thinking of doing a little bit of some starting my texture with this paper. This, I don't know where I got this. It was somebody's curtain that they were throwing away. That was like a really hippy dippy curtain, and it's really kind of cool. So I'm going to start with some matte medium first and see what happens if this is. I also have some heavy matte medium in case I need to put something more down. But I'm thinking that I think that this, we'll see how this works. And I have stuff on my. So
I'm starting out by ripping out some of this paper. I'm going to collage it on first as the first sort of application.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to go to my matte medium.
Yeah, I'm going to use my fingers, but what I do see is this is hard to make it lay down. So, ooh.
What's that? That's how you're having trouble laying down?
The fabric.
Oh.
It's because I kind of made it all textury. You see how I made it all textury right there? But that's okay. Yep. So I'm going to then do some, I have this light dimensional ground, which I think I'm going to put some more texture in a different way. Let me see what I got this fabulous. I love this.
All right, so I'm switched to my matte medium. I'm okay with some of my texture paste coming, or modeling paste coming through there.
So, and I also have this matte super heavy gel, and I think I may end up switching
Oh yeah,
to that because it might be more.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you had that heavier gel because that might work better on that.
Yeah, see it does actually, but it's going to be more it's going to take much longer to dry. So that might, but it's got some interesting colors here. And this is a heavier piece of stuff here. So I'm going to try. This is all, as usual, we are doing Explore Mixed Media.
yeah. So we're just exploring.
Okay, and did I remember to bring my?
Maybe I'd rather have that on the other side.
Right.
Okay, so I started with just some gauze, which I had tea stained.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just kind of crumpling up some tissue paper and adding a lot of matte medium to kind of get it. Because that way when it dries, it will also it won't crush. So I'm just kind of tucking that in there. I realized yesterday that as I was trying to do this with fabric, that I don't have any fabric stiffener. And I think don't they make that?
They do make a fabric stiffener. They do. But you can use a lot of different things for that too. I mean, you can just use plain starch,
Oh, okay.
the old-fashioned
Starch, yeah.
starch that you can use,
I remember starching my father's shirts.
Yeah.
In the old day. Okay, I'm giving away my age now.
Yeah, I remember starching my father's shirts too. Becoming old enough that he no longer had to go to the he used to have to go to the to the laundry, and have them done. And suddenly I became old enough that that was no longer.
That you are now the laundry.
I was now the laundry, right? And I'm like, wow, how did that happen? that got added to my duties. When we were very young, I mean, I lived kind of, it wasn't deep south, but Baltimore was very south. And I mean, we used to have, everybody had a maid. Absolutely everybody had a maid because the Black population in Baltimore really was very restricted at what kind of jobs they could have when I was very young. And so it was really interesting that prior to about 1962, 63, everybody, no matter how poor you were, I mean, we were poor white folks, but there were much poorer people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay, so I'm now I've got to get some contrast in here. And this little piece of cotton fabric, and I tore it so the edges would be raveled a little bit. Now, all of this glue that you see will dry clear, thank goodness.
right.
So that won't leave any marks, the matte medium. And
Yeah, and the unraveling, I have to remember that, how wonderful it is to unravel when you tear it, to unravel the edges so that they have the little pieces of thread coming out.
That's exactly what I was just doing with this ribbon.
That I'm doing with what mine is.
Apparently, I don't have a piece of this already cut. And I always have to be careful. I don't get my good sewing scissors full of glue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah. Well, this is very interesting. So I'm using different kinds of fabric
Mm-hmm.
and different things. And I want to see what happens if I use some of this. I think you gave me this tissue paper, Laurie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you did, but I'm trying to see what happens if I do a little bit of like wabi-sabiing it, getting it all mushed up and then add. Let's see what happens if I just add a whole bunch of gel medium to it and mold it like
Mm-hmm.
in my fingers, like kind of
Yeah,
like what huh?
I want all these threads. You have all these threads hanging off of here, so I
Yeah,
want all this stuff because it's pretty cool. I have no idea where I'm going, but
yeah, I don't either.
I'm starting to see here. I've got a pattern emerging.
I think I have might do that too. So I'm putting down all of my, so I've got some really interesting things happening here and lots of different texture. I'm not sure about this texture on this end. I'm gonna try to decide whether I need to put that down more. This stuff really needs the heavier. This, whatever
What
it
kind of
is.
fabric is it?
I don't know. It's like some kind of crinoline almost, but it's lighter. It's a see-through mesh of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
So they had they had like 5 different colors making these curtains. And it was just really interesting. Um, and so I was like, this is nice. But I want to put a little more, add some more places. I don't want to just have like that one piece in one place.
Yeah, so now I'm kind of going through my texture scraps from my collage. Ooh, gold.
You have some gold.
I do on natural fiber paper. I
Ooh,
can, this could be interesting. Let's see.
I love this blue that's in this little piece.
It could be
Okay,
interesting.
more hand painting,
What else we have?
finger painting. Oh, cool. This is kind of
And I
working.
think I'm going to do my modeling paste at the end and add
That,
some stuff.
that's kind of where I was at.
Well, I was
Um,
thinking because of the time frame, because that takes a
Oh,
while to dry.
yeah. What else do I have in here that's interesting? Oh, there's another
That makes
scrap.
no sense.
Mm-hmm. I have a bird.
you have a bird?
I do. I must have done it for something, but I don't think I want a bird on this. I was really just looking to see what I had in here for little fabric scraps. I know I have another whole bag of that kind of stuff, but it is not easily found right now.
Yes. Well, that
I have
happens.
I have too many art supplies and not enough room.
I hear ya.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
and I have too many places to put art supplies.
All right, so that's on. I need, if I'm
Okay,
building
I
this,
got to
I
get
now
some.
need something darker,
Okay, now
darker. Oh, that's an
I
interesting
really like
scrap.
some of these, just these threads that just kind of whatever this is. It's got all these nice threads. Maybe I just want to.
There's some paper. I have so many little scraps of stuff that it could be interesting to start to layer all the little scraps. I have baskets of scraps and see what we can do with them. Oh, here's a little interesting piece of paper.
I want more dark.
That's what I was thinking. I needed to get more dark in here. I'm saving.
Well, I got more. I need more values in the.
Yeah.
In the. I have like.
So
Yeah.
I got all of this beautiful fabric from a place called, what is it called? On Etsy.
Uh-huh.
I think it's Great Day to Dye.
Uh-huh.
And so it's all dyed in these rusty colors and it came in a packet.
Wonderful.
I know, they're beautiful. And it's all different kinds of fabrics, so all different kinds of textures here. And so I know I've got some red in this piece of paper, reddish or this rusty color. So I know I want to use a piece of this as an accent. So I'm kind of building to there.
The text. Oh, this is my
But
ground.
I
I'm using the
need
ground
more
by mistake.
dark.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm using the wrong one. Oh well. I'm using the stencil stuff instead of the.
It's too big. And I have a smaller piece of this. Sorry, ladies, I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, so am I. So am I. I just was realizing that I had opened the ground for something and I really wanted to have the matte or the see-through. And now I'm struggling with what I'm doing next.
This could be interesting.
I have lots of different textures. But
I don't usually shop at Hobby Lobby, but I don't have a Michael's close by. So yesterday I stopped in and lo and behold, they had lots of fabric I was interested in the remnant rack.
Oh.
But like for a buck or two, I've got pieces of fabric each. And I thought, yes. So
Lori,
that was,
lovely.
Oh, that is pretty.
Very nice.
It's a tissue and I just kind of like textured it up on top.
Yeah.
Very lovely.
All right, we're going to add some more dark in here.
Well, I need to get some of my, what time is it? 11:17. I think I need to color some of my modeling stuff and get it.
Oh, yeah, I do too. And if we're getting that to that time, maybe I should do that and then finish this later.
Right, that's what
this Pete. So I have my modeling paste and
so I'm using this light dimensional paste, which is you can actually color with watercolor if you want, or you can color with anything, but it's from Core. It's a golden product. And
I also have this transparent matte texture paste from Ranger. I could try. Let me just move this over because I have a craft mat here and I can just do it right on the craft mat.
I'm looking for my antelope. See if I can get a little bit of antelope in here somewhere. And I don't have. What's happening here? Oh, I don't have a thing.
I think where the colors I'm going, I might go with some iron oxide, red iron oxide. Kind of go with those colors. Well, it'll go with the color of that fabric I want to add. Yeah, mine, I'm thinking I'm going with the, I'm going to go off of the blue that I have in here and try at least a little bit of it in, I may do some in turquoise, but I may also do some in, this is the antelope brown by the inks, which I like, the acrylic inks, antelope brown. Let's see. So we will see. So I have the idea. I have these little stencils from Playful Pattern Marks by Sean Petit. And I may have to cut the edge of this stencil to get it to work. I have a piece in. I don't think I can get. So now I won't know who it's by. I just cut the poor woman. Just cut the woman's name off. We need to trim these back. I'll remember. Maybe. Okay.
No, and I don't know how that worked, but I am going to.
And which
don't
ones
like
do I?
how it
Oh,
worked right
those
there.
would be wonderful. So I've got to really hold this down because my paper's buckling a little bit, even though let's see how these work. All right, so I'm using the Ranger texture paste this time instead of the modeling paste. And I have to carefully get in here because of my camera, so I can't turn my paper around.
All right.
So I'm being kind of intentional with the marks I'm making.
Yes, I'm thinking that that is what I'm going to do too. And I'm looking for, I think I have also the cobalt teal in that F&W.
Let's take this off and see what we got. Oh, good. Now, I'm not sure that I like the texture paste as much as the modeling paste because it's not as thick.
Ah.
So
I'm going to go and see about a little bit of, I think I may have made a major error and I put the wrong stuff on the top of this, my dark.
Now, I'm going to mix some of this with the modeling paste. It's also darker than what I want. But after it dries, I can always go over it. And okay, let's just get some marks in here. That's a better color. And so just running that.
So what I
like that color better. I don't know if I can, I don't want to mess with that because if I try to scrape it off, it's going to make a mess.
Well, I'm trying to scrape off a little bit of my antelope because what I found was that the stencil, I need to find a stencil with more space because the stencil that I used was like too close together in some ways. So
yes.
Look for a better spaced stencil.
And because I can't leave well enough alone, I'm going to try to go over the top of this. No, I'm going to try to go over the top of it. I do have to turn my paper.
Okay. So I'm going to go with, try to see if I can have more control.
Lighten it up.
With a little tiny
okay.
bit of this.
I can live with that.
And I think that this is something that we probably, the more you do it, the more you're going to learn.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking, see, I like that much better as I like the little thing much better, but I don't know whether I can go where I want to go here. I'm going to try it, but it may be a failure, but we'll see. Because one of the things I like to do with the texture paste, whoops, yeah, it was a little bit of failure. See, if I had waited till that dried, it would have been better. But I didn't. But that's okay.
All right, I'm going to get a little cup of some sort and put this leftover in it. And get it out of here so I don't get my fabric in it. because I would.
No.
Okay, so one thing about when using modeling paste, for those who are watching, is you need to clean it up right away. So if you leave it on your stencils, you probably saw me wipe my stencil off with a baby wipe and clean
Yeah.
it off. If you leave it on your stencils, you won't get it off, and it'll ruin your stencil. So that stuff hardens like cement.
I find you can use the if you get stuck and you lose one, go back
Yeah.
to the old roller, the what is it that we use? The
Murphy's oil soap.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It will take it off, but it takes a while to soak it.
Okay, so how much time do we have left? We have 5 minutes.
Okay. I've got that.
Let's see if I can get this. I think we'll put that up there and hide some of that I don't like.
I need a.
And I never did use this piece of fabric, which I really wanted to. So let's see what we have. Yeah, this is the fabric I made on the
Gel plate?
little plate. Yeah. One little piece of this. And I'm going to have bags of little fabric snippets.
Yeah, I still need more dark. And I need stuff going over my dark. So I'm thinking, but now I'm a little stuck because I put on I may have to wait for another moment.
For things to dry a little bit.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens if I just paint a little in here. Just because I want to.
All right. And I want a piece of this accent fabric. Question is, I need a piece with texture to go on top. I was using this yesterday.
My little stencil here is one that I actually made on my Cricut.
Oh, it's really cute.
Oh, cool.
I want the pattern.
Yeah.
So, the other thing we can do, and I didn't think about it for today, is we can run our paper through the Big Shot kind of thing for those people who have one.
Oh, to get texture.
And use an embossing folder and get some texture.
That is cool.
I never did use my lace, but I think if I get too crazy here, I'm gonna end up with a mess and it'll just be overworked looking. So let's see. Let's just try to
I need something to
yank a piece of this.
Cross something here. Maybe I need another.
And
Use that. I've used that. Here's my different papers.
oh, I like that.
See, I really want one of this in gold. Why don't I have this in gold? So I do have it some. Don't you hate when you know you have it somewhere in gold and it's
Yes, and I did get that piece. Where did I get that little scrap of gold?
Yeah, and
which is what happens when I lose things right in front of me on my desk.
Right. Yeah. No, I got to put another layer on things, but then I'm trying to make it gold. Where's it?
I hope I didn't throw it away.
I remember seeing it.
I know. I don't see it on the floor. It wasn't that piece. No.
Laurie, did you get some of that gray color or did you just finally make it?
I got some of the Liquitex.
Yeah.
The green gray.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, that's a pretty color.
It's a gorgeous.
I love it. Might be my favorite.
It's just so gorgeous. Okay. Now I'm cooking.
It's missing.
Layering. But now can I layer this down with this?
Okay, well, I'm just going to forget about it for now. So, because I'm going to finish
we're running
the
out
demo.
of time.
We are, and I want to finish the little demo. And that's what it is. This is a learning experience and a demo. So I'm not, I don't actually have to have a finished saleable piece.
Right. But so what I've done is tried to wait long enough to cover some of the layers that I've already done with more layers.
Right.
Just put that piece of gold down in the middle, and then I can put a feature piece or something in there.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty.
But this one, I need something else down there. I kind of messed up a little bit down there. Maybe I'll just put more of this in down there.
I need a little, what I'm thinking? I need a little tiny little piece of brown right in here. I don't know if I have enough glue.
Okay.
I could use either. So maybe we'll use that side. This fabric is plain on one side and it's got some color. That's better. Feels more balanced. This is sort of looking like a little bird's nest almost.
Of stuff, but that's okay. So we're all talking. So if anybody happens to be in the Murphy area today, I am having an art opening at the Cherokee County Arts Council.
Very cool.
So it is going to be very cool. A lot of the pieces have been used pieces that I've made in this project in the last year and a half. I've used a lot of our processes and pieces. So I'm really excited about it. It does seem to have a whole lot of wabi-sabi and a lot of collage. It's all mixed media collage. So I'm kind of excited. So that's going to stay for a while. I'm not finished it, but that's where I am. I'm not as good as you, Corinne. I cannot finish it today.
Well, I also did some practice runs yesterday, so I had a better idea of where I wanted to go with it. And we're going to put that little piece of gold right in the center.
That's really nice, Lori. I like how you did two right side by side, so you really got a series in there.
Yeah, I thought I kind of got into like doing a pair because I can put two frames together. I think it looks really nice.
Diptych. It's called a diptych.
Diptych. I always like to do two, but I knew that in a half hour I couldn't, so I'll just hold this up a little bit.
Yeah, very nice.
So you can see all the texture.
Yeah, I think I have to still add more texture to mine, but I've got some build up.
Yeah, mine too has a lot of different build up and texture and overlays and stuff.
I like
that's pretty.
I'm not 100% sold on my antelope, and I may just make that. I'm thinking actually.
You mean the antelope brown area?
Yeah, I think I may end up just making.
I think or just add it in another spot.
Well, I'm just thinking I don't like I think I need to put another piece of like paper over it to make it more. So that's where I was looking at.
Just push it back a little bit more.
Yeah, to push it back a little more because it just got too dominant. So if I take something like this,
that works,
and pushed it back, it really works. So so that's where I'm like, I just really need to. I really need to look at more of the whole thing and see what happens, because there's a little pattern in this and there's a little pattern in that, and now it softens the whole thing. And so
when this dries, I'll probably add some more modeling paste around it and kind of get some texture, finish the texture off, cover up these couple little marks that I don't like. And so everybody's done some really cool work today. And the whole point was to be able to, build up texture while our substrate remains flexible. So that was today's exploration. Next week, we're going to do stitching into paper. So it's going to be using thread, and I'm going to use embroidery thread because that's what I have, as both a structural and design element. And we're going to create a stitch sampler. And I have to go practice my cross stitch and my running stitch, and I'm going to practice my little rosettes and loose expressive stitching. So we're going to use watercolor paper next week, gel prints, fabric, any substrate you want, and I have to find my awl in order to get through the paper.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
So, well, everybody did great work, and we are overtime. So I hope you all have a great July 4th, our 250th. And some nice celebrations. And if you enjoyed today's session, please join us on our website, exploremixmedia.com, where you can become a member for as little as $7 a month. In addition to the 4 weekly YouTube sessions a month, we do a special private member 1-hour project sessions, and there's a pre-recorded project. So thanks so much, ladies, and thanks so much, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you,
Maureen.
and see you next week,
Wonderful.
Corinne.